hello. Welcome to another Tell It All Fridays. And this Friday, I'm gonna give you my natural but a little vava, but whatever. But I try to at least talk about one experience that I have in my lifetime. And so this week we're gonna talk about the time that I went camping. And let me tell you something. Who knows me knows that I'm not really an outdoor type of girl, but I do try to be. But I don't like bugs. I don't like snakes. I don't like creepy crawlers. I don't like grass. I don't like any animal, let's say, other than a dog, because I have a dog. I would live with a dog comfortably. I do not like cats, and maybe another animal I like is maybe horses. I do want to try horseback riding, but that's on the later side and later note. So let's talk about the time that I went camping. So I went camping maybe a good couple of years ago because I was working for TSA. And I don't know, like I was living in New York, and I was like, you know what, I just wanted a break from the city life. And so basically I was just like, what could I do? And I text my cousin, and my cousin, he lives in Kentucky. And so I text him, and he was like, oh, you should definitely come out to Kentucky. We're having like this, like, I don't actually know the name of it. I forgot the name, but they do like church service at night, and they camp during the day, and it was very informative. But what was the name? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot the name. And so I took him up on his offer, and I leave poor little New York, and I went to the deep south, baby. And so I actually flew into Tennessee, and he drove to Tennessee and got me because the airport in Kentucky was kind of like far from him. But if I flew into Tennessee, it was closer, and it's like a 20-30 minute drive. And so it was quick and easy. So I landed, and baby, when I tell you, like, Tennessee is Tennessee, honey. Like, I was so the Tennessee or Texas? I can't remember. But I feel like it was Tennessee. Pray for me, y'all. And I'm only 32, and I'm over here, like, wrecking my brain. Like, where did you fly into? Was it Texas or Tennessee? But whatever. Whatever. So, yes. So, I flew in. He came pick me up, and they were playing country music. I had to use the bathroom. So, I went to the bathroom, and they were playing country music in the bathroom. And I was like, oh, this is a far away from home, baby. You far, far from home. There ain't nowhere to run to, honey. You are here. So, I went outside, and I waited for him, and he came pick me up at the airport. And then we drove back to Kentucky. We actually went, because, he was like, oh, we going camping. Now, I don't know if I was really had my mind wrapped around the idea, because you say camping, but I'm over here thinking like a log cabin type of thing, because we did go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee for my grandmother's 80th birthday, so we did do that. So I was like, okay, maybe we're doing something like that. No, baby. When he said camping, he meant camping. There was a tent, okay? And I was like, how am I going to survive? Now, mind you, who know me might not know that I'm a big scaredy cat. Them Jason, them Freddy Krueger, them all horror movie where they be outside in the bush, and then the man come and get them and jump out. No, don't scare me, because I might catch a heart attack. I'm telling y'all. So it was real funny to be like, how this scaredy cat who don't like outside, who don't like critters, is going to do camping. But I did it, and I survived, and I will do it again. But if I do it again, I will have to do glamping. Okay, I need me a cabin. I need me like all that good amenities. But it's okay. It was a very good experience, and I met a lot of good people. And we're still like friends on Facebook and Snapchat. Shout out to them, because they're gonna see this video. Woo, 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 woo. My Kentucky family, yes, hunty. But so we went. We got all the We got all our supplies, and so we did. And we driving. And I'm like, okay. You see the water. I'm like, all right. We going in. So, he grew up. My cousin and my cousins grew up in Georgia, and I grew up as New York, like woo woo, Brooklyn good girl. So when everybody first meet me now, they want to hear me talk. They want to hear, like say something, like how would you pronounce it? And so I was just like, okay, because to me, like, I talk, but sometimes I talk like a Brooklyn, or sometimes I talk with a Caribbean. It's different levels to me. But they were just like, so how would you say this? And how would you say that? They loved it. And so, like, the first night, everybody was getting there. Everybody was coming. Everybody was nice. They said, oh, you from Brooklyn? Yeah. They asked me how Brooklyn is. It was just a good vibe, right? But I was so nervous because we were, like, on top of the hill kind of something. And you had to walk down the hill to use the bathroom, the showers, and stuff like that. And I'm like, Jesus, who gonna walk with me? Is this light a bright light that they could see me if I go down the road and come back up? Like, all these different things I was thinking. Like, I'm like, we have to have a buddy system. Like, if I go missing for more than 10 minutes, you come and find me. I'm Precious Cargo here. Okay? I am my mama's only child. Okay? Even though I hopped on a plane and said, hey, girl, hey, I'm going down the road. I meant it. I'm going down the road. And I down the road and survived Kentucky. I survived. So yes, so the first night was smooth. They had like a little bonfire, and they put the logs in the fire, and everybody was just socializing, and just camaraderie. And I think I think the first night, did we go down and have church? Maybe the first night, but at night you would go down and take your seat, and they have a stage set up, and they had like different, like, to feed you, and you sing your songs. And it was when I went there, I was in a point in my life that I just needed a break, and that was the perfect break that I could do. So that night was smooth. And then my cousin had to go and officiate a wedding because he is a pastor. He does have his own church, so shout out to The Point, Kentucky. If you ever want to follow them and see the good things that they do in the name of the Lord, please do. I will put the information at the end of the video. So he left me, and literally, he left to go to the wedding, and it was like, it was kind of like the weather was like kind of like going into like maybe it might rain, maybe it might not. Oh baby, it rained. And so I was like, what am I gonna do? Because but I didn't tell you about the tent. What am I gonna do? So Lord, I got to bend down. We got two air things in the tent, right? The first night it was nice and hot. The next day it was kind of cool and dry. I was like, oh my gosh, no, this is not popping. So yes. So I had to go in the tent. And so Miss Hope was like, Karima, come in our RV. Come in our RV. I go in the RV, honey. It was like, I said, you know what? This is good living. And I was like, you know what? I might want to do an RV and take a road trip around America one day. If I find my nice little husband and he adventurous as me and say, hey, babe, let's go, I might go. Because I like a good bit of foolishness. I like a good bit of foolishness. And Miss Hope and her family saved me, girl. They saved me from being inside the tent with the rain. And every morning, she messaged me on Snapchat and tells me good morning and gives me a word. And I am so deeply appreciative of it, because she also be like, I am praying for you during these times of COVID, baby. So I truly appreciate the friends and the long-lasting friendship that I have really endured with my Kentucky trip. And so but everything out there is so country, and it's like acres of land, and then coming from where I live, we're so bunch up on top of each other that is very good to go and appreciate other things, to see how other people live. And that's the one thing that I really want to start doing more of, is just exploring every opportunity that God gives to you for you to be a better person and a more well-rounded person. A lot of people think that they only know these four walls. There is space outside those four walls. The only thing I didn't get to do was like maybe like ride a horse or do ATV or go to a gun range. Like, cause I had to ask them. I'm like, listen, are we protected? How are we doing this? I need to know. We got bang bang shoot 'em up. Even though I don't know how to handle a bang bang shoot 'em up. I need to know that if anybody come and mess with Karima to your Forbes, okay, that somebody was gonna come to my saving grace and that they had something with them. Father gosh, all right. But my camping experience was it was something that I know that my cousin will probably be very surprised that I literally came to the country. But ain't nothing wrong with it. And I came and I learned camping, and I also learned more about my religion and spirituality. And on the last day, that Sunday, they were baptizing people, and you go down by the river, and it was a very powerful moment to share with all my newfound friends and my cousins, because things happen and your family's not always there, but it's good to make memories that you could always sit down and laugh and laugh at and be like, girl, remember when? And I'm like, yeah, I remember when. And then also, I had my first boat experience. They took me on a boat, and it was crazy because the boat was going push, push, push. I'm holding on for dear life. Holding on, not knowing what the hell going on, but I was there for the ride, and then you see they do the water sports, and they had the water thing where you in the air with the two ears, with the two pipes. I was like, oh my gosh, that was so cool, but I was so mad because I got my my woman, so I couldn't do no water sports like how I wanted to be in the water, but I didn't want no Loch Ness monster to come sneak me up and take me down. Because we already know how I feel, okay? Right. But still, I'm glad that I went, and I most definitely would do it again. I really have to plan a trip and go to Kentucky and do more things. Like, I really want to like go line dancing, and I want to like ride a horse. I really, really want to. I just feel like I might not make it up to swing my leg around the horse, but whatever. I just might need some help. And to go ATVing. Oh my gosh, like I want to. But yeah, this. Could you imagine? And I know that a lot of people, when I tell them that I went camping, they're like, "You did what?" I'm like, "Yeah, I went camping. Like what? I survived." Listen. The one thing that I would do was try something at least once. If you try it once and you don't like it, you know how to try it again. That is always my motto, and that is exactly how I feel. So I hope that this video was very informative on the time that I went camping. And if you're thinking about going camping, try to do glamping. Because glamping sounds cutesy. You can have your little mimosas, and then you can set up your different activities. But if you're going to go camping, you have to have the bonfire, make s'mores, have that, like, we're going to feed each other, ooh, cook together, woo, all that love and goodness. But I had a wonderful time. I really did. And so I would definitely do camping again, and I wish that y'all would do it too. So if you ever went camping, please like, comment, and tell me your experience so I can tell you mine, and I will let you know where I went. I'm going to find out all this information. All right, so y'all enjoy y'all Friday.